driving home with my family. Gonna do a video when I get home, and I just telling Sarah, my wife, it's been 2 years since ADA was above $3, hitting all-time high, and we're here at 25 cents. What are we doing? If y'all are being 100% real with yourself, you have to, at least one time in the last 2 years, you had to have at least asked yourself that question, like, what am I doing? If you're just an ADA holder out there, if you're a crypto holder, even if you're a Bitcoin holder, and you're just holding or even accumulating or planning for the next cycle, as we're going down and in a bear market, I'm sure many of you have asked yourself, what are we doing? And that's the question. And what's really fun about that question, especially for me as I do content creation, especially about ADA a lot, I get comments from people that I don't think are really big fans of me. I don't think they're big fans of ADA. It seems like kind of almost the same people sometimes, but they're also asking that question. What are you doing? There's better cryptos. You know, the people that are just like, they treat crypto like it's a sports game. And it's like, there are just people that are angry out there because you're invested in a certain crypto. It's one of the most silly things in crypto. They ask the question, what are you doing? Well, I sit here sometimes. I ask myself the same question. What am I doing? Especially as somebody not only creating content, putting the time to do that, investing, but I also run a crypto recruiting firm, recruiting for crypto startups in the Web3 space. And it's just kind of like, we're in such an early stage environment. You cannot ignore the fact that we're in such a risky environment. And for me, as long as I'm taking a balanced, healthy, kind of more safe, even conservative approach to these volatile, risky waters, this is fun. It really is. I can't imagine being in another space, because this is the most exciting space, I think, in the world in terms of what is happening with innovation and what is in store. I just want to say that, because the reason I'm bringing that up is because that's one piece of the longer term vision that I have when I'm looking at these ridiculous charts and we're going through these bear markets. So I want to talk about a couple different things in this video. I actually want to go over this thread on Twitter with Rick McCracken and Ada Whale I found so interesting in regards to what we're basically discussing in this video. Want to look at ADA BTC, and I just generally want to look at this chart and discuss what is happening. So hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I cover crypto news, analyze Bitcoin and other things. So it's not just Cardano. So hit the subscribe if you're interested in that stuff, and hit the like button for me if you're out there. So let's do this. It's been 2 years, everybody. And I've been saying a lot lately, the worst is over. I could be wrong, but I truly think, and if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below, this is the worst of it. Just the same as in the last bear market, this was the worst of it. Is that to say that there's not volatility and sideways and questioning and doubt in before the next bull market right here? Yeah, there was. And that's kind of where we are right now. And if we look at this chart, as you know, these red rectangles, this is kind of where we are in terms of cycles. Very similar to this last cycle. But in this part of the last cycle, was the worst over? I think so. I mean, depends how you look at it, I guess, but I think the worst was over. And so we're entering this last phase of the bear, of the winter. I think the worst is over. We're waiting for the next bull market, the next Bitcoin halving right here in spring of 2024. And it really boggles my mind. And really, truly, this video is about the fact that it's been 2 years now. September 2nd, 2021, all the way back here, right before Alonzo hard fork and smart contracts coming into play. The last all-time high, if you really think about it, we didn't even have the Alonzo hard fork happening. And that was 2 years ago to the day, September 2nd, 2021. It doesn't feel like that long, but it's been 2 years. And I can't tell you how bullish that makes me, not just for Cardano and ADA, just for all of crypto. If you're still out there, and there's so many people that have left, everybody. And right now, we're entering the most exciting phase. It's the last phase before the bull market. Is this a guarantee? No. I just want to say that right now. But a lot of us in the crypto world think that this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to play out once again. We go to the Bitcoin charts, the cycles of Bitcoin. This is how it's been playing out for a very long time now. These halvings, really the beginning of these next bull cycles after a bear, after a winter. So when I talk about the worst being over, it's just such a good illustration of just the last 2 years, what we just endured. It's the perfect example of me saying the worst is over. Well, there it is on the monthly chart. That's the worst of it. And it looks so similar to the last bear market. So I just want to say that. We don't know what's going to happen next. It could all go to zero. I say that often because it's true. And I think we all need to take that healthy approach to these risky waters. But I see what I see. And to me, it's bullish. Let's look at this thread over here on X. I keep calling it Twitter, but it's X. Rick said, ADA went down on me a lot harder than I expected. And I was having a conversation with a couple buddies last night talking about this same exact thing. And in hindsight, it's kind of like, why would I think it would be any different? Why would I think it would be any different? Last cycle from this swing high here all the way to that swing low, 98%. That should just be anticipated, I think, for altcoins in this last cycle. And I think everything that's so bullish fundamentally with ADA probably is something that might have blinded me a little bit to it. You can see ADA so far, 92% is what we've done to the downside. Could we go a little bit lower? Absolutely. Are we going to go to 98%? 5 cents? I'm not going to sit here and say it's not going to happen. I'll sit here and say I don't think that's going to happen. But like I said, and like Rick said, it went down a lot more than expected. And here's ADA whale. And I just love the bluntness. Was for sure we wouldn't go below 75 cents, to be honest. Now I'm like this when anyone mentions price. And how else could we be? And this actually is a great GIF now that I'm thinking about it, because it's kind of like nobody does know. I say that all the time, but I think, and I don't know, I think ADA whale, I think Rick would agree with me in saying we don't know what price is going to do next. We really don't. Nobody does. But the long-term vision, even people that don't talk about price a lot, I think a lot of people are anticipating the value of ADA to increase, because the value that Cardano blockchain brings to the world is going to increase. And the projects that are building on chain, I think is just going to explode. And we've been tracking this in terms of Cardano DeFi. We've been tracking ADA, total value lock growing, hitting all-time highs in this bear market. One thing, I don't want to dig into all-time highs and everything happening with total value lock. I want to just zoom in. Here's January. This is January 2022. You see this $1.4 million. 1.4 million ADA total value locked. January 2022, DeFi was like turning on the online button. This was just coming online, right? If we look at this, this is where I become even more bullish. January 2022, right back here. The bear market has started. We're in a bear market. So DeFi starting to build all through this, and we've seen all of the projects that have been launching and continue to launch, continue to grow. That has all been built, a foundation in this bear market. That is the most fundamental bullish thing happening on Cardano right now. That's happening. DeFi on Cardano has not experienced a bull market yet. And the foundation's built. And it's going to continue growing. And so Cardano has not experienced a DeFi bull market yet. ADA hasn't experienced a bull market with Cardano DeFi Online. This is what is in store. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I'm increasingly bullish on it the more we move closer to the next Bitcoin halving and the next bull cycle. The thread goes on. Rick said, that's crazy because about a year and a half ago, my low-end target was 80 cents, possible 60 cents, not likely, but here we are. Let me know what you guys were thinking out there. How low did you think ADA was going to go? I know there's a lot of people out there going to be like, I thought it was going to 2 cents, and I still think it's going to go to 2 cents. I think I see comments all the time about 2 cents. At current prices, I think even the people who bought, this is ADA whale, even the people who bought at 2 cents, but that have also seen $3.10 are willing to buy again. Reflecting on it now, I kind of think that's the price action we needed to reset. And it's so true, everybody. Look how new this Cardano chart is. This is only its second bear market. This is exactly, Ada Whale's right on the money. This is exactly what we needed for not only ADA charts to reset, but just crypto to reset. And this is what we've seen through cycles, through bear cycles. Even on the cryptos that have been around longer than ADA, this is what is needed. And ADA doing that, over 90% from all-time high. It's a reset. A lot of people out there don't like it, obviously, especially people that bought all-time high don't like that. It's not enjoyable, but it's a cycle reset. Rick said, I think it's very healthy for the Cardano ecosystem because the current ADA prices are quite reasonable for newcomers. I don't mind buying ADA at 26 cents and using it. And could be not a controversial question, but an interesting question to ask in the next bull cycle when if ADA is rising once again towards $1, above $1, $2, $3, increasing in value, will people be buying it and will they be using it? I think a huge answer to that is this, Cardano DeFi, and this. Look at this list of all of these projects building on Cardano. People will be buying ADA because they're going to be taking part in these protocols and in these projects, all of these projects, which are insanely early stage right now. Those are just my thoughts. ADA BTC pair, same thing. You can just see ADA just right here. And it is September 2nd on this chart, somewhere back here. There it is, very similar to USD, 2 years worth. And we're entering this red box, similar to this red box back here. Is there going to be some volatility in store? Yeah, there could be volatility in store, testing lows, all that good stuff. But do you see how the worst is over? It's just what I see. It's all it is. This is just what I see. I'm just sharing it with you. And I'm sure there's probably a lot of ADA holders that see what I see. But if you don't, you see something else, let me know in the comments below, everybody. Just wanted to hit you with this Saturday night video about, 2 years since all-time high. That's crazy. Let me know your thoughts, everybody, in the comments. I appreciate you cruising through on this weekend. I hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.